Hello, this is page 366, problem number 36. Remember, I said to you, math is a language. The problem is telling you to do something. So go ahead and do it, see if you can work it out. Do exactly what the problem is telling you to do. Simplify it. Alright, so you want to pause the video now, and I will do the work on the board, and you can check it. Remember, you are factoring it. So you're looking for common factors. Okay, that's your answer. This is a common factor. Right? So b minus 7 parentheses squared appears in both terms. So then you have a plus 5. All right, let's take a look at number 46. Okay, with this problem, what I want to do is I want to group these first two terms together, then the second two terms together. These two. I want to factor this one. There's a b here and a b there, so it's going to be b times a plus 1. If I multiply that back out, I get ab plus b. This is 2a plus 2. If I take out a 2, I have an a plus 1. So now I have a common factor of a plus 1. The other factor is going to be a b plus 2. So your final answer here is b plus 2, parentheses a plus 1, or a plus 1 times b plus 2. Whichever way you want, because you're multiplying them together. 3 times 4 is equal to 4 times 3. It doesn't matter which one goes first. All right, try problem number 48. All right, this is problem 48. You want to group the first two terms together. So it's 2t minus 8 plus st minus 4s. Now factor each one of those. Pause the video. When I factored, I got t minus 4, t minus 4. It's a common factor. So I can 2 plus s is the other factor times t minus 4 should be your answer. Doesn't matter whether this is first or that's second. All right, let's take a look at number 50. All right, here's problem 50. Now I grouped the first two terms together, minus 2xy plus 3y squared. Because when I remove the parentheses, this is going to become minus 2xy minus 3y squared. So by enclosing in parentheses, I have got to change that sign. So go ahead and finish the problem, see how you do. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so I factored this. I got 2x times 2x plus 3y. Multiply it back out, I end up with what I started with. Factor out here, I have y as a common factor in both terms, so I factor out the y. Becomes 2x plus 3y, so I have a common factor of 2x plus 3y. I'm going to put that first this time, then 2x minus y second. If you didn't get it right, do it over. Okay, let's try number, let's see, 51. So there's problem 51 in case you don't have your textbook. Right, go ahead and group it and then factor it. So pause the video and try it, and I'll do the work on the board. All right, so I grouped them. When I have a minus sign here, so I can change that to a minus 12by. Always remember, when you remove the parentheses, what you end up with must be the same thing that you started with. And so I factored out the 5a, parentheses 2x minus 3y, minus 4b, parentheses 2x minus 3y, which is going to give me 5a minus 4b times 2x minus 3y. Okay, try problem 54. Group it, factor it. So pause the video, I'll do the work on the board, and then you can check your answer. All right, so minus, it's going to be r plus 2, because I have to change that sign. So now I have 2s, r parentheses r plus 2, into parentheses minus r plus 2. Don't forget there's a 1 here. All right, so that becomes 2s minus 1 is the first term, r plus 2 is the second term. What I would suggest you do is multiply it out. If you don't have that minus 1 there, you're not going to get what you started with. Give it a try. It will help etch into your brain process. All right, turn to page 379, number 16. Now I want to factor this. Whatever I put here, multiplied by whatever term goes here, must give me z squared. So z times z gives me z squared. Now I have a 28. What are the factors of 28? Well, they're 28 and 1, they're 7 and 4. Well, the difference between 7 and 4 is 3, so I'm going to put a 7 and a 4. Now, it's minus 3, which tells me that this is going to be a negative, this is going to be a positive. This number times this number has got to give me negative 28. If I multiply these out, I get z squared minus 7z plus 4z minus 28. Simplify it. All right, I end up with what I started with. All right, try problem number 18. That's problem 18. Give it a try. See how you do. So you want to pause the video, do the work, turn the video back on, see how you did. All right. 2y times y is the only way I can get 2y squared. Put a 2y there and a 2y there. I'd put 2y squared here if I wanted to, but it won't work. So 15, and I have a 13 here. Factors of 15 are 15 times 1, or 15 is equal to 5 times 3. 2 times 5 is going to give me 10, plus 3 will give me my 13. Now this is a positive, which tells me either both of these are going to be minus, or both of them will be positive. Because this is minus 13, I know it's going to be a minus 3 and a minus 5. Okay, multiply that back out. If I multiply back out, 2y times y is 2y squared. 2y times minus 5 is minus 10y. Minus 3 times y is minus 3y. A negative, a minus times a minus is a positive gives me my 15. So I ended up with the correct answer. That tells me this is correct. And basically, you're guessing when you factor this. You want to prove it, you want to multiply it back out. All right, let's try number 20. All right, here's problem number 20. This is much more difficult to do. First of all, I rearranged it so it's in descending order, starting with the largest exponent. Exponent here is 1 to the 3. I want to put a number. Go ahead and try it, see how you do with it. Pause the video. All right, factors out. My guess is 10b plus 1, parentheses b minus 3. This is a negative, or minus, this is a minus, so it tells me one of these factors has to be a positive, one has to be a negative. So it's plus 1, minus 1 will give me my minus 3. Multiply it back out to check your answer. Go ahead and do that. I'll do it on the board. All right, I multiply back out, 10b times b gives me a 10b squared, which is what I have up here. 10b times minus 3 gives me minus 30b. 1 times b gives me b. 1 times minus 3 gives me minus 3. I combine those, I end up with my minus 29b minus 3, which is what I have here. All right, I'm going to put your homework on the board. I'm also sending you a handout by email. You're going to probably have a quiz on Friday. All right, your homework. The handout will come to you by email. Page 366, numbers 35 through 37, numbers 45 through 54, page 379, numbers 15 through 21. Do them all over. The even numbered ones we've done in class are on the screen. The others you have to do. Your answers are on the back of the book. I will send you out a quiz on Friday. Have a good day.